Did you know that you can make coloring stickers with your Cricut that your kids or you can color on? Today, I'll show you how I made this entire sheet of color your own stickers using Cricut Print and Cut, and I'll test it with markers, colored pencils, and crayons. This is just such a fun project you can make with the Cricut machine. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. I would also love it if you subscribed if you are new, and let's get into the tutorial. I'm using Cricut printable sticker paper for this project. You can use any brand of sticker paper, but you're going to want to use matte. If you use glossy, then the coloring is most likely going to smear on it. Let's head into Cricut Design Space and I'll show you how I put this together. I'm in Cricut Design Space. I'll select New Project, then Blank Canvas. I found my images over in Creative Fabrica. I pay for their membership, so this is where I get most of my fonts and images from. In here, I just typed in, oh, it doesn't say. I think it was black and white images. Then you can search through these. You can type in something more specific. One thing with Creative Fabrica, they have so many images that it can be a little difficult to look through. I really like a lot of these in here, but I'll show you which one I ended up using. I found this one and thought it looked really fun. It would be good for kind of preschool age. My daughter's 4, so I was kind of looking for something that would work for her. I'm sure they have even more detailed ones on this website though. So what I did was click download. I'm on a Mac computer, so I click on this and it will unzip the file for me. Here's the file from the downloads folder. I will be selecting the PNG and I want the black outline. Here's the images for that. Back in Cricut Design Space, I'll go to Upload. I already have these uploaded, but I'll give you an example of one. I'll click Upload Image and Browse. In here, I'll just pull in whichever image I want. Let's say this one. I want to select Flat Graphic, and it'll bring it into Cricut Design Space. You do have to go in and add each one individually, which is definitely a pain, but I've already done that, so you don't have to sit here and watch me do it. I'm gonna hit View All, and I am just going to hit the plus sign and get all these images in here. I think I'll skip the mushroom and I'll do this cat. Now I'll hit View. Not sure why it didn't go into Design Space, but I'll click Upload to go back in here, and it looks a little chaotic. I'm just gonna make everything smaller. I'll separate these out. Next, I like to go to Shapes. I'll grab a square. I like to just type in the size of my paper, which is 8.5 by 11. Then what I like to do is change this to Print and Cut. You can see in the Layers panel this little red exclamation mark. When you click on that, it says the image is too large. In Cricut Design Space, you have to have room for the registration lines, so it does give the max size. And what I'm gonna do is just hit Auto Resize Image. So this is the largest we can have. And then I just bring all these images to fit inside of here. That way I'm using as much space of the paper as possible. I will end up deleting this later, but I'm using it as a guide. I'm going to change the color to a random color so I can see all of this a lot easier. And I'll right click and send this to the back. Now I'm just going to arrange all of this inside. With this, I'm just doing it kind of randomly. Next, I'll be adding an offset to all of these. The reason you want to add an offset is you need a solid background behind this. Anywhere where you see the grid lines behind it, that's where it's going to be cut out, which is not going to work for our stickers and for coloring. So I'll just start with the butterfly, and I'm actually going to highlight over everything and slide it over. The new Cricut design space has everything on the left side, so this makes it easier to see it. I am planning on putting together a Cricut design space tutorial. I thought it would be great if you are a beginner or if you've been using Cricut design space a while. Let me know if that is something you want to see. I clicked on butterfly, then I'll select edit. I probably moved it a little too far over. Let me highlight over all of these again and slide it back over a little bit. Okay, now I'll click on edit. Down here is the offset button, and there's the sticker button. The sticker button, you have to pay for access to use it. It's really great and makes stickers very easy, but since not everyone has it, I'm just going to show how to make this using the offset button. So I clicked on that, and you can see this thin outline right here. We don't want it that big, so there's this nice little toggle tool where we can make it smaller. And you will see it makes these weird little shapes on the inside. With the sticker tool, you don't have to worry about that, but with the offset, there is a quick fix for it. I think I like that. I'm going to keep it at the 0.0083 for all of them. I'll hit apply. Now you can see there's an offset layer in the layers panel. I want this to be white. That is usually the color I choose for stickers, but now I need to fill in the rest. So I'm going to go down to the contour button in the bottom. This is so easy. You just hit hide all contours. It automatically keeps this top one, which is the one we want. I'll hit apply. Looks perfect now. The last thing you need to do with this is flatten the two layers together. You can see that it's not pieced together. To do that, in the layers panel, I'll select the butterfly. I'll hit shift on my keyboard and I'll select the offset tool. This part is important. You don't group, you don't even attach. You need to flatten it together. It's going to only cut around the outside of the butterfly. I'll come down and select flatten. That one is done. I'm going to follow the exact same steps for all of these. So I'll go to my layers panel. I'll select the cat. I'll hit offset, and it automatically keeps the same inches, which is really nice. I'll hit apply, change it to white, then just contour that. I'll hit shift on my keyboard to select the two layers, then I'll hit flatten. It does go pretty quickly, which is nice. Once I have all of this done, I'll need to resize it a little bit. I'm going to follow the same steps, then I'll come back when I'm done. Now I just need to readjust the size of these. You can see some are overlapping a little bit. Trying to move these around a little bit. Okay, I think that looks good. Now I'm going to delete my background. The last step I need to do is attach everything together. So I'm going to highlight over the entire thing. And for this, I can just hit the attach button. Now I can hit make. I'm using my Cricut Maker, but you can use any of the Cricut machines that have print and cut. So all but the Cricut Joy. You can do this on the Cricut Joy Extra though. You can see it's filling up the whole page. Send to printer. I do recommend keeping bleed on if you have color, but since we don't have color, I'm going to turn it off. And I do want to use my system dialog, which just gives me my print settings. For this, all I need to do is change my quality to best, then I can hit print. I like that this shows the grid line, which means it's the back of the sticker paper. With my printer, I have to place that face up. For this project, you'll just need any inkjet home printer. I've had this Epson Workforce for like 7 years. It's awesome. The model is discontinued, but there are others I can link in my description box. I'll hit done. Now I'm ready to select my cut setting. I want this to be a kiss cut, so I want to be able to peel the sticker away from the backing. I don't want it to cut all the way through the backing. The setting that works for my Cricut is printable vinyl white gray liner printing, and I go to pressure and select less. This already looks just so fun. I'll place it on the Cricut mat, then the Cricut machine will cut it out. You can make these for really anything and personalize it for whatever the occasion is. These would be so cute for birthday party favor bags or even a little coloring station at the party. They'd also be perfect for travel, church bags. Teachers can use them in classroom for like rewards. These are fun for adults too. I have always loved coloring and find it so relaxing. I've been trying to get off screens, so this is a good option. And you can even put these in your planner. After I cut the rain cloud, all the rain droplets are separate, which could still be fun to piece those wherever you want. But if you're using the same design, it's not going to be all one solid sticker. I'm using a paper cutter to cut off those black registration lines. When you're doing this, just be careful not to cut off the white offset layer since it's a little hard to see. This just looks adorable. Now let's test coloring it in. I'm using my daughter's Super Tip washable markers. This set is awesome. She got it for Christmas and has used it so much since. I'm just going to test out coloring the butterfly. That was so fun to color. Now I'm going to take it off the sheet, and that cut setting worked so well for this. The sticker quality for this seems really good. I haven't tested it with full color, but it also is a good price. The 8 count was $3.50, so that makes it about, I think it's 44 cents per sheet. Now I'm going to try colored pencils and crayons. I didn't have any issues with the ink smearing. It depends on what type of ink you have in your printer a lot of times, but I would recommend doing a test cut. You might also want it to sit for a few minutes after it prints, just to make sure the ink is dry. Lastly, I am testing out the crayons. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I think it's just a really fun Cricut project that you can easily make. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I'll have all my links in the description box. I would also love if you gave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you are new to my channel.